MMAfighting.com, and we were joined by Mike Shipman, who takes on Fabian Edwards in the co-main event of Bellator London this weekend. Mike, this is a huge fight. I feel like it's growing every day. The momentum is picking up. We just spoke to Fabian a few moments ago, and he says this is really personal for him. Like he said, he's been doing media things with you, and he's boiling under the surface as you guys kind of exchange words. Does it feel that personal to you, or do you think that's on him more so than you, as in the kind of the adversity he's feeling towards you?
Yeah, it's definitely a personal fight. I'm not boiling or bubbling under the surface about it. Obviously, I want to beat him up. To be honest, the more I see him, the more excited I get. I get an enjoyment out of it, and I get a confidence out of seeing him in person. So yeah, it is personal. It's been built up for a long while. But yeah, it's not out of hand for me. It's not affecting me negatively. I can't wait to. I'm not losing sleep over over Fabian Edwards, if that's the question. But yeah, I just can't wait to get hands on him on Saturday.
It does feel like some fighters feel as though it's a big tell when someone's emotionally invested like that. Like, I mean, as you say, you're enjoying these situations. I mean, is that because you're seeing that it is having an effect on him? The conversation between you guys, say when you're shooting the promo you did with Gareth A. Davis and stuff like that, does it feel like they're small wins when you're making him be emotionally invested in this?
Yeah, I'd say so. Like, I just like to look at him, and he's struggling to meet my gaze. Sometimes you can see he's always putting on a show. I don't believe it. I don't believe that's him. And when you're not being yourself, it's effort. It costs energy. He has to invest energy in maintaining this persona, and I just like watching it just crack a little bit. There's little bits where it's just cracking, and it just gets me excited in a bit of a perverse way, because I'm just watching him deteriorate a little bit. No, he's holding it together, but and I'm sure he's going to turn up and perform. But it's just it just confirms what I think about him, and it's just I just can't wait. I just can't wait to get hands on him.
So in your experience, he's been a different guy kind of when the cameras are rolling and when they aren't. Is that what you're kind of taking from him, not being genuine?
Yeah, absolutely. Like when there's eyes on him, when there's people around, he's much louder, he's much braver. Yeah, but you know that's his thing. It's how he promotes himself. And it's helped promote this fight. It's helped make it what it is. It's made it big. But I hope for his sakes he doesn't believe it. Don't take himself too seriously, because I'm going to give him some real stuff to think about on Saturday.
You've kind of pointed out to me in the past that you feel as though there's a massive disparity between what you're bringing to the table as opposed to what his previous opponents have. Like, I mean, do you feel like this is a significant step up for him in terms of the opposition he's faced?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's too big a step for him. Obviously, that's how I feel. I'm dangerous everywhere. He's not fought anyone remotely as dangerous as me. I can knock you out on the feet. I can knock you out on the ground. I can squeeze your neck out. There's not a spot where you're safe with me. And I'm just a better rounded, more dangerous opponent than he's faced, and a better rounded, more dangerous opponent than himself.
You know, the story of London Shoot and this event is quite significant. There's a lot of you guys from the card, from the gym, obviously. What has it been like, all of you guys preparing together? Does that help you as you're preparing for a fight, when you've got all these guys around you preparing for the same date?
Yeah, I'd say I don't know how much it helps or doesn't help in terms of a performance, because we always seem to perform most of the time. And it definitely makes it a bit more special. It makes it enjoyable, and especially being able to share an occasion on the night with Michael Page and Alfie Davis, trained with them for years, like brothers to me, and to be able to share that victory just makes it that bit sweeter and that bit more special. And for all of us to be on a big show, on a big card, promoting the gym, and kind of putting the gym in the spotlight on the world stage, that it's not just one of us, it's not just a couple of us, we're a whole stable of world-class fighters. It's a real privilege to be able to give that back to the gym that's given so much to us.
Is it fair to say that this would be a huge win? I feel like you in London, with the story of all of the team being here, Fabian, as you said, creating a lot of racket in the lead up to all these events. Is it fair to say this is the biggest win of your career if you get the job done on Saturday night?
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. It's my first co-main event. I'm coming off a loss, and it's against a guy who's had a big promotional push now and has got a bit of a name behind him, and it'll just get me straight back in that mix. It'll be a huge win for me. Not necessarily because the opponent. Well, he's a good opponent, and he's. But yeah, the background and the build-up has just made it that much bigger as well.
You know, finally, Fabian has said that he'll feel as though he hasn't really got the job done unless he finishes you. Like, with all the adversity that's popping around this fight, do you feel the same? Like, I mean, will you be only 100% happy with what you've done if he's out cold?
I feel that about all of my fights. That's why I tend to finish people. But yeah, for sure I feel that about all my fights. I feel like the job of the fighter is to who would win a fight. And like, you get dominant decisions and you have great decisions for sure, but there's always what you were trying to do, what you're trying to do that whole time. No one's trying to win a decision. You know, you're trying to finish. It's not. Sometimes you can't do it, and I'm sure there'll be times in my career where I'll come up against someone, maybe I won't be able to finish them. But obviously, that's what I want. That's what everybody wants, is to finish those fights.
Thank you so much, Mike, man.
Cheers, mate.